Welcome back to another Age of Mythology Extended Edition cast. We are going to be casting a game by Caprica versus Ryyanga on Ghost Lake. Okay, so we have on the left side in red, Caprica playing Thor. And on the right side in blue, playing as Ryyanga. This is Ghost Lake. Ghost Lake has some decent herdables and packs of hunt here. Some polar bears. And each side also has these berries, some goats to gather. Quite a number of goats. Yes. Decent hunt. Sometimes you can get very unlucky to hunt, however. But it doesn't seem to be the case with this particular generation. This looks pretty okay, actually. Let's take a look at the relics we have here. The Mithril Horseshoes improves cavalry speed. Very, very good for the Egyptian player. I'm thinking of the other relic that actually improves the archer attack. That's the other one I'm thinking of. That's also good for Egyptian. Cavalry speeds. This one's better for the raiding cavalry. I guess camelry count as a cavalry, if I am not mistaken. So we have that one. That one's decent. I'd love to see the Norse player picking that one up. And we have over here, Harter's Folly improves scout line of sight to explore dead ends better. If you can get that early enough, I guess that's nice. Does an Allspark count as a scout? Maybe that's kind of a useless relic for these two civilizations. Maybe that's only beneficial for Atlantean and he's going to pick that up. Ryyanga is picking up that particular relic. Maybe that's only useful for Atlantean and Greek with the kataskopos. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, I don't know if priest counts as a scout unit. Let's see real quick. Can we read this? It counts as a hero unit. Does not say scout. And Allspark, also an infantry, not a scout. I don't know if they necessarily benefit from that. Would be very curious if anyone is up to speed with that knowledge. If they want to drop that in the comment section, I would appreciate it. If Caprica's Allspark, just coming over here, just seeing what's going on. Let's see his vision. Their vision here. Okay, just scouting out what's going on. Got a town center here. Just getting the lay of the land. He is going to see this particular relic. Hopefully he'll be able to send out a Herser at some point to pick that up. That would be very, very good for his raiding cavalry to go do some raids and be able to quickly recover and not get caught out. And just do those hit and runs and make it a lot easier to do those hit and runs.
Enito.
This is a pretty great map. One of my favorite maps I like to see because no water. God, do I hate water because I'm terrible at it and I need to practice so much more than I am. But no water, so it's all land. You got these nice little groupings of forest here that are good for walls, but you can't wall off this middle area. So you're going to inevitably see armies coming down here because you can't wall this off. But you can wall off like here and just make these choke points a bit better. And you have these nice town centers pretty close by. You got some good gold mines grouped together. Gold mine up here. A couple in the base with 3,000 medium gold mines. We're seeing Ryyanga come over here to this hunt. Well, Caprica is taking advantage of this hunt on this side and taking out that polar bear as well. It's going to be some delicious food. Allspark gathering up these goats. Let's see how many he has so far. We got 4 goats there with another 3, so 7 compared to. Oh, okay. Ryanga's been doing a great job recovering those goats. Perhaps he can pick up some more. So we do have the temple going down for Ryyanga and for Caprica as well. Caprica is going to have the food to advance very soon here. Ryyanga is falling quite behind. He has a lot of villagers on wood, a lot on gold. I would love to see him switch over to having more on food, and to stop production on villagers just to get that advance time up. He is going to have a late advance time. It's already 4, but we'll see. Maybe he'll advance at, I want to call 4:45. That's my guess on when he's going to advance. Wait, he is sending more over here though, so it might be a little bit earlier. Let's see if he sends any more. He is sending villagers onto this area, so that might be a little bit sooner. We'll see. He's about halfway there. I'm still going to call it 4:45. Caprica is advancing through Freya, which means we're going to see some Valkyrie. Can I click on that? No? Yes? Can't click on that. Awesome. I feel like it's let me click on that in the past. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's Valkyrie and Forest Fire, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're we're getting there. 4:45, let's see. If he manually dumps them, he might have it immediately. Okay, not about quiet. We're looking at maybe a 5-minute advance time here. There we go. Going through Ta, that means Wadgets and Shifting Sands. Shifting Sands being a really great god power. Caprica having those Valkyrie. I've seen the Valkyrie combined with Raiding Cavalry is a nice combination to do hit and runs. Caprica is picking up that Mithril Horseshoes, improving Cavalry. And I believe Valkyrie counts as Cavalry. Yeah? I wonder if you can have Cavalry in this tag as well. Like if they said Cavalry Myth Unit. You know what I mean? Just so it gets the benefit of that. As well as any relics that give Myth Units bonuses as well. That would be kind of cool. But what is the movement speed here? 5.50 move speed. That is pretty fast. And I'm curious what the speed of... Okay, Raiding Cavalry is a 6, so the Valkyrie are slower. However... No, they're just slower. So if you... Even with this relic, if you have Valkyrie in a group with other Raiding Cavalry, it's not going to actually help them move faster. They're going to be slowed down by the Valkyrie. But regardless, the Valkyrie's going to come in to see what it can do. If he gets some hits off. Caprica has Force Fire available, but it's kind of terrible. He might be looking to see where that worker line is to pop that off. Let's see if he notices. He does see the worker line here. Let's see if he casts it. No, he might be going for... Okay, he is seeing where the hunt is. At least he has that information. Ryyanga has advanced. He's going to get some nice... Oh, he missed, actually. Never mind. Caprica's hunt coming up here. Villagers coming up here to secure this hunt. We see... Oh, getting some good damage on that Valkyrie. Would love just to see him. Yeah. Force fire that. Force fire it up. Get some nice damage. Come on. Oh no, he's already onto it. He's already onto it. Oh, he's gonna needlessly lose this Valkyrie. Oh, I don't know if that's the best use of force fire. Yeah. That's not the greatest use. And he took so much damage on this Valkyrie. Yes. If he gets another Valkyrie, he can heal up. No, I think he's gonna lose it. Oh, okay. He ends up taking it out. I don't think it can heal itself. If he gets another Valkyrie, which he isn't, that could heal this up. But that was just a lot of damage he didn't really need to take there to not really do much and to kind of waste this forest fire. Yes, he got a little bit of damage in on the Wadget and the priest, but that's just not the best use. We have a lot of Raiding Cavalry here. Walls up going for Caprica, just securing this hunt and blocking these gold mines off from Ryyanga, forcing him to come up to this one or to try to contest this area. Caprica does have his Dwarven Mine still, so he can call that in whenever he so chooses to. And it is going to be much more beneficial for him to hold on to that because it gets bigger throughout... Whoops. Oh my god, can I please get rid of that? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Please, just let it go. I don't know how to get rid of this. What if I select a different unit? There we go. Okay, I can't click things. I don't know what's happening. But it does get bigger. It gives you more gold if you save it for later on in the age. Ryyanga is getting some farms down. Very nice. Because he can't really step out. He's playing more of a defensive game. Ooh, good raid coming in on these villagers here. Rain cast by Ryyanga. He's going to get some really good food. He might be wanting to advance to the heroic age. You'd be surprised how much damage these towers take and how quickly they fall. When you just have a handful of units, can definitely kill that priest. Yes, get him down. That Wadge is going to be getting some good damage in on these raiding cavalry while healing up at the same time. He is full HP. He might have been healed by the priest, though. I'm not positive on that. That Valkyrie is just refusing to go down. So we might see a advance here in a second. He almost has 500 gold and 800 food. He did buy something there. I don't know exactly what he bought that cost him that much. Maybe I should probably look at the right player, huh? Okay, he is going through Hathor, which is interesting because typically most Egyptian players go through Nephthes, so you can get those ancestors. Hathor, I believe, gets you the rock, that crocodile with the sunbeam. I forget what that's called, and what is the big ability for that god? Since I can't, is it gonna let me click on it? No, it's not gonna let me click on it. I'm just blanking on what that god power is. We'll see what it is in a second, though. Good farm placements for Ryyanga here. Has his armory out. We might see Caprica now trying to go to the next age. There's a raiding cavalry just healing up. That's why this is such a nice combination. If you get one more Valkyrie, then they can all heal each other up. You go in for raids, inflict some damage. It's okay if you take damage because you can just run, you can just back off and then heal up and then go back in without really losing any sort of advantage. We do see the Dwarven Armory and the advance for Caprica going with Bragi, which means flaming weapons, a very, very good god power. Locust Swarm, there we go. I was totally blanking. That's the god power you get in the heroic age going through Hathor for our Egyptian player. What did we see there? We saw... Oh, that was an odd noise. I need to get familiar with what exactly that means. The Rock is coming out to scout. Ryyanga is going to see some walls over here. But he doesn't have a lot of visions, completely oblivious to what's going on for the rest of the map. He is going to see these villagers over here. That's good. The Rock is getting some nice scouting information. Caprica setting up a hill fort just to protect this gold mine. I would love to see that maybe farther up here. But maybe not, because you can't wall this off. If this was a dead zone, perhaps that would be a much better play. But because you can just run through, maybe it makes more sense to put it back here. We see the raids coming back. Oh, see, if you had one more Valkyrie, you could heal this up. It would just make it worth it to get one more Valkyrie so they could double heal each other. But as it stands, I mean, I would just leave this back. Because your raiding cavalry are going to be much faster because of that relic, and they're much faster in general anyway. And by having this Valkyrie maybe over here or in like a nice little, tucked corner of the map, you can just heal it up. We have a Locust Swarm going off. Oof. I don't know how effective that was. With that rock, he used that rock to get vision to put that Locust Swarm down. I don't know how effective that was. I see. Oh, that was more effective. He immediately garrisoned, it seemed, preventing him from taking much damage. Although he did get a little bit off. Okay, so use it on the Dwarven mine, that location that he was mining. So it was a good idea in theory. It would have been better if he maybe took the rock down here and then skirted the edge. I guess he would have been spotted here as well, but maybe he could have got it off in time. But good attempt. Good attempt. I like where his head was at there. We have a market going down, so we're going to see a fast mythic for our Norse player here. Have some cavalry coming out. Migdol up on this location. More farms. Another Migdol. He's just turtling his way forward, securing this gold mine, which is very important since these two gold mines were blocked off. Our Norse player is aware of this, and he's wanting to gold starve our Egyptian player and attacking this location. Not a lot of military here for our Egyptian player. He does have cavalry, which are good against archers and other cavalry. So they are effective counter against these raiding cavalry, but he just doesn't have a lot. And there's plenty of weapons still available for our Norse player. I would love to see him going up to that mythic. He doesn't have enough resources to do so, though. This battle board dealing pretty decent crush damage. But he's going to be taking a lot of damage here from these chariot archers, the Migdol, the town center, and it's going to be whittling his forces away. Another Migdol going up for our Egyptian player, ryyanga. He's going to try to deny that. Get some. Caprica's going to try to deny that. Get some more damage on these villagers. But now we're seeing a much bigger force available for ryyanga to counter this attack and just beat it back. The priests are going to take down that battle board. I would love to see some more cavalry because these chariot archers are only good against infantry. And there's just raiding cavalry here. If we see, look how much damage that cavalry does. And it is able to tank so much damage from those raiding cavalry. We now see some Ulf Jarl coming out, which are elite cavalry, good against myth units. About 200 hit points. And where's the damage that they deal? 19 hack damage. Not too shabby whatsoever. That Migdol does go up, which is going to be overlapping arrow fire from both. What do we have here? Wadget. Intense heated battle here between both players. We've got Herser, Allsfart coming in. He really wants to deny this location. So he's sacrificing his mythic advance to come up and put more pressure. If we could see some... He did use flaming weapons. I missed that. Sorry. He used flaming weapons, so he's going to be able to get some really good damage here. If he can push up, he might be able to get another Migdol down. Heated battle. These villagers are taking some good damage. He is coming out on top. Counter archer. The Huskarl's counter archer, that is going to be perfect for the chariot archers because they count as an archer. So that is the effective counter for that unit. Caprica's doing a great job at just building the right units for the right job. I'd love to see some of its Hersers coming over here to take out this Patsuchos. We're gonna just hope I said that how you say it. Battle board coming in. A lot of villagers going down. A lot of villagers going down for our Egyptian player. And his army is falling. More Patsuchos coming out. I would love to see some Herser coming in to deal with these. Got some idle units. I'd love to see the Caprica's rally points set up a little bit up here more. This is going to cost him some time. And every moment you can put more pressure on and have a bigger force here, putting more pressure on is going to make the difference between building that advantage you have over your opponent much more and putting yourself farther ahead. The Huskarls are... Whoops, not the Huskarls. What am I looking at? Where are you? The Jarls are good against Patsuchos. There we go, over here. No, those are more Huskarls. Where are the Jarls? I guess they're all dead. If he was to build some more of those, he would have an effective counter for these Patsuchos. Yes. The Hersers are good too, or just piling so many more units on top of them than they can handle. That is also doing the trick. More battle boards coming in. 2 of them are enough to bring this down, even with all these villagers repairing it. Fantastic job from ryyanga to just continue to put the pressure on. This is not looking good for our Egyptian player because he doesn't have a gold mine. He has no more gold mine. He only has this trade, which is only 55 per. It's not a lot. He is mining a little bit, but he's being pressed off and he's taking heavy losses. His other 2 gold mines here were completely... Wow, look at that desperate use of shifting sands to get some villagers over here. So that is going to give him some gold and allow him to stay in this, but I don't know if it's enough. He maybe should have done that far earlier, because he has all these forces right at his gate. His trade's being disrupted. A hill fort going up now to secure this location. He does have the sneaky gold mine, but this town center is going to quickly fall soon. Priest and the Pharaoh coming out, dealing some damage against these battle boars. Ryyanga has a lot of wood. I'd love to see him transition some of that wood over to perhaps more farms on this granary, maybe, so you can buy some more resources to keep you in the game. Maybe sell off a little bit of that wood. He is getting some good gold now from this location. I would love to see Caprica putting down just one military unit on these gold mines, even the ones... Okay, he is mining from that one, so he does see that one. And he sees these ones over here. Villagers breaking this down to try to get access to this gold mine. Loving that from ryyanga. I don't know why he's coming off of this. Oh, maybe to get another cheeky little gold mine. If Caprica had one military unit on each of these gold sites, monitoring them, he would know when they come in and start mining. He needs to be denying this and starving his opponent. That is a win condition, is starving that gold. But we do see Balder coming in for Caprica's Mythic, which I cannot click on these for whatever reason to show you exactly what you get from that advance. And I'm not proficient enough to know just off the back of my hand what that is. It might be Timberwolves, that god power. I'm not 100% positive on that. Now, I'm not a fan of this because Caprica is backing off. He did drive these villagers off. Great job. Great job. If he just took this section of raiders and just patrolled all the different gold mines, he needs to shut this down. This is really bad. Really, really bad. Because it's letting ryyanga stabilize. He should not be allowed to get this up. Now he's getting siege towers out. That's going to clean up the hill forts. He's going to be able to stabilize because the pressure was no longer being put on to ryyanga. I understand that he needed to take the gas pedal off a bit just to get that mythic transition, which is going to help him a ton here, but he sacrificed a lot of momentum. Raiding cavalry coming over here, just picking off more villagers. Love that, but the main thing he needs to be doing is starving the gold. He needs to keep an eye on all of these sections with gold to be denying that, because that is the lifeblood of the Egyptian economy. And he is disrupting these camel caravans, which are keeping ryyanga in the game. But even so, once he sees the mythic, ryyanga decides that it's not worth trying to fight. There's just too much pressure regardless from the Norse player, and he just could not keep up with that. And he puts in the GG. I loved that ryyanga put some villagers down here to take down this wall and start mining. I would love it if he broke that down and then came maybe over here, put up a cheeky gold mine, a mining camp here. This one was obviously in the face of Caprica, which was kind of risky. He knew that with his Wadjet over here, he knew this was completely uncontested gold mines. It would have been much better to just keep sending villagers maybe around the back here and then bring them up over here to keep building up the amount of villagers he had. The shifting sands was a desperate play, but something that he really needed to do in that situation there, just to get some more gold income coming in. And also maybe sending a priest over here just to empower one of these mining camps, just to make it that much better. Coming for this mining camp instead of this one, even deleting this mining camp, just in case, he sent one of a scout over here just to check this area. Our Norse player is more likely to check this gold mine than this gold mine. And if he saw nothing was here, then he'd be like, oh, okay, maybe, it's probably all right. If he instead put his mining camp right here so that all of his laborers are mining from this direction, that would have been a more undetected site, and even get rid of the Wadjet just so you don't want anything, giving away your presence there. Making the mining camp here where the Norse can see it, that is perhaps tipping him off to the fact that, he might be going for gold. Maybe I should check all the other gold mines to see if he's trying to mine from them. So I don't really like that he did that here. I like that he broke down the wall. That's great. And he did shift into caravans. Also really good. Wasn't the greatest of trade routes. I'm sure he could have just put one up here and just wall off this section, and just have the caravans coming up here to just make it. I don't know what that extra distance here ends up giving you. They're getting 55 as it is. I don't know if that's giving them an extra 20 gold, an extra 30 gold, maybe even 40 gold, but it's significant when your gold mines are totally locked down and you're not mining from them. You desperately need that gold coming in. So I would have loved to see that. I think Caprica dropped the ball a bit by taking the pressure off to transition into the Mythic Age, because you do have let me see this. You do have it's Ragnarok. Okay, so that's much stronger than Tyr, or Baldur. Is Ragnarok, and I believe Tyr might be the Fimbulwinter. I believe is the god power. So Ragnarok being super good. So that makes a lot of sense now that ryyanga immediately said GG once the Ragnarok came through, just because that's just, look at this. This is just disgusting, bro. Just disgusting. That's 27 there. We got another 18 there. I think there's some here. Yeah, look at that. Another 22. Just a massive army coming to bear down on ryyanga. So even if he was able to set up that mining camp undetected to get that gold, yes, he would have been in a better position, but it's too little too late. He needed to be on top, aging up first and applying pressure first with those siege towers, with those migdols, being preemptive in securing these locations and starting to put a lot of pressure on the Norse player, because there's just not a lot that you can do against that. You can set up towers, you can wall off, but ryyanga just did not do enough to anticipate the Ragnarok and to just defend against the gold starve, and just being mindful of the fact that is a thing. Caprica did an amazing job shutting down these two gold mines with that early wall. Fantastic. Putting up an early attack when he transitioned into the heroic age, I believe, to secure this gold mine. Also really, really good. So outstanding game. Great game. GG's to both players. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this riveting match. Before we close out this video, I just want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider tapping the like button so we can get this video out to more people, so we can grow the community. I would very much appreciate your help in that. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this, and continue following me on my journey to become as good of a caster as I can be before Age of Mythology Retold gets released. And finally, if you tap the link in the description below, you'll have access to both my Discord and my Patreon page. So with the Discord, obviously that's an opportunity to connect with me, chat with me, and become part of the community, to interact with other people that are big fans of Age of Mythology and big fans of my content, more like-minded people. Also, in that Discord, you can upload your own matches. If you want me to commentate and cast games that you have played, you can actually upload them into that section. I will download them and I will cast them and feature you on the channel, as well as having the Patreon link in the description as well. If you'd like to support the channel's growth financially and support me in my mission to give you better and better games that are casted in entertaining and informative ways, that would be awesome. You'd be supporting me, putting some food on my table, and allowing me to continue to do this for you and take my casting game to the next level. So feel free to do that if you want to support me. I would be deeply appreciative of that. For everybody else, thank you so much for watching this match, and I'm very, very excited to see you in the next one.